Our nation's prosperity depends upon the personal financial prosperity of each individual. To my lovely professor and my studious classmate, a pleasant day to everyone. Our academic writing is entitled Financial Literacy, Personal Earnings Management, and I am Joshua A. Isma, the presenter of the introductory part of our academic writing. Before I begin my discussion, may I encourage everyone to listen carefully and jot down or reserve their questions for the end of the presentation. We will be delighted to hear all your inquiries, so our learning spectrum in regard to this topic will be widened. Money is not everything, but money is something very important. Beyond the basic needs, money helps us to achieve our life's goal and support the things we care about most deeply, from family, education, healthcare, charity, adventure, and fun. For centuries, man has been so motivated in making more money and exploring different avenues of making financial improvements. Nowadays, numerous expenses call for knowledge in personal financial and management. This is the crying need of the hour in financial literacy. Financial literacy is defined by Mandel in 2009 as the ability to use knowledge and skills to manage one's financial resources effectively for lifetime financial security. Hence, financial literacy is about understanding and application of this knowledge. In the recent study of PhilUm, 96% of Filipinos are concerned about their own and their family's health. However, only 16% of them are prepared to pay for medical costs in case they are diagnosed with critical illness. And as we face this pandemic, our country experienced an economic regression. Many of us lose their job, face bankruptcy, and encountered financial struggles. And this shows that we need financial literacy. And as BSP or Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Chief Benjamin Joculo said, financial unpreparedness limits the abilities of families to cope and recover from the socio-economic impact of the ongoing health crisis. That is why, in this paper, we will introduce our ECI or Earn, Control, and Improve model that will be our guide in managing personal earnings in achieving financial literacy. And to discuss that model, may I give the screen to Mr. Gian Tulibat as he discussed the body paragraph of our academic writing. Let us all welcome him with grandiose round of applause.
Good afternoon, I am Yan, your friend, and I will be talking about the body of our research. I would like to start by asking, how can we remedy this problem of financial literacy? Because as we heard from Mr. Isma, we are in dire need of assistance. Fortunately, our group created a framework for you to follow. It's called ECI, Earn, Control, Improve. Let's talk about Earn. We all know that as humans, we have infinite wants and infinite desires. But before that, you have to build mountains of gold first, then you can enjoy as much banquets as you wish without worry, as Clayton said. This basically means that you have to first earn, earn, and earn. But what does earning truly mean? Earning is not the income that you receive. Why is that, Yan, I hear you ask? It's because you are working for everyone but yourself. For example, you pay your landlord, your bank loans and such. The money goes to someone else. However, if you allocate a portion, say 10% for yourself, then we can say that you have earned something. Still, earning does not come by easily. The only way for you to earn is for you to act. Although some are lucky, the vast majority do not experience such privilege. That's why you have to work hard. Let's say, for example, there are two people. One is a slacker and one is a doer. While both are given opportunities that have the same percentages of success rate, the difference will appear in the amount of opportunities taken. The likeliness that the doer will succeed is immense than that of the slacker. Now, let's move on to the second principle, which is control. Control simply means budgeting or managing your finances by abiding the rule of restraint. What does this entail, Yan? I hear you ask. Well, you have to remember that wealth is not defined from the luxurious car that you have, the mansion that you own, and the branded clothes that you wear. Instead, it's derived from what is left in your account. Keep in mind that income less expenditure. which results to savings. That's why instead of looking at your income, look at your expenses. There is a misconception that happens to almost everyone. Just because your income increased does not mean that your spending should also increase. This is the most likely the result of people mistaking their desires with necessities. Therefore, learn to resist, learn to have control. Finally, we arrive at improve. Improve promotes the growth of both you and your money. Investing takes on two variants, which are investing for prevention of losses and investing for exponential growth. The first one means putting life insurances for your properties to prevent losses from unexpected situations such as fire and earthquake, while the other one refers to creating passive income. The premise of investment is instead of you working for money, let the money work for you. However, since investing is a great way for earning, it's not without its risks. That's why you need to also be sufficient in this field, which means you have to improve, you have to learn. Although it may not be profound at first, but as long as you have the grasp on its fundamentals, it is sufficient. Approaches to learning, such as asking for advice from your colleagues or experts, reading from books, enrolling in a course or in a seminar, and exposing yourself to the field is advised. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening, and to continue our presentation, here is Mr. Hasmin to present the conclusion.
Good day everyone, I am Daryl Kalasmin and I am here to talk about the conclusion part of our academic writing. The conclusion part of our paper talked about the things that are written in the academic writing. It summarized both the introduction and the body of our paper. The main focus of the conclusion is to summarize and talk about the ECI model. The three main focuses of the ECI model is to earn, control, and to improve. The ECI is a good quote that summarizes the things I have talked about. This quote is, "By failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail." It's better to have an opportunity and be prepared than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. All of us must learn to prepare for the unexpected and the expected. Being ready in times of crisis will give us a higher chance of survivability, and we can get back on our feet faster and come back to the life we used to have. Thank you for listening to the things I have to say. Have a great day ahead.